Hello and welcome to Tony Manso Forex. Today I'm going to talk about equity, balance, and margin. So let's get started. If you look here, I have a 1 minute chart, euro dollar. I have an indicator here that hasn't actually shown anything yet, but it will soon as I'm going to place some trades. I'm going to place a trade on the euro dollar. Okay, so let's do a new order. And I'm going to do, well, this account has $10,000, so I'm going to do one lot. Okay, and this is just, this is a demo account, so, and let's see, the price is kind of moving up, so I'm going to place a sell order in the hopes that I'm going to lose a big chunk of fake money here. Okay, so I have my one lot trade placed, and now you can see so the red line here is my free margin. So basically what happens when I place a trade, when I place that trade, one lot, euro dollar, it required, let me look here and see, it says here, margin, I had to use $2,228 of my own money to place that trade. And then the remainder of that one lot, which is 100,000 euro, basically, or $100,000 worth of euro, is put up by the broker, right? So it's about a 50-to-1 ratio. So I put up basically 2%. The broker puts up the other 98%, right? And so that's what my margin is. So that money is tied up. That $2,228 is actually tied up in this trade. Okay. Equity, well, it's basically the value of my account at any given time. That's why it changes constantly when I have trades open. Okay. So, like, for example, this trade's gone in profit, even though, oh wait, no, it's not. It's in loss. Okay, it's in loss because I placed a sell order. So my equity is less than my balance. When I started out, I had $10,000, right? And now my equity is $99.50. So if I were to close all my open trades at this time, that's what my account balance would be. That's what would be basically the value of my account. All right. So now it's been a couple of minutes, and if you notice, this little orange line here is, I'm going to make these bars bigger. Just hang on. I'm going to make these bars bigger so you can see it better. Okay. So now if you look at the orange is my equity, or yellow is my equity. Green is the balance. Balance doesn't change until I close a trade. If I were to close this trade right now, let's go here and close it. If I close this trade, watch, see how my balance dropped? My free margin went back to up to here. So my free margin, my balance, and my equity are exactly the same at this point because I've closed all my trades. That's what my account is worth right now. And the free margin went from way down here to way up here because that $2,200 that I had tied up in that trade was released back into my account. So that's why I'm there. All right, so let's go and let's place a much bigger trade. Let's do, let's see. Let's say, well, let's see, how much can I do? I can probably do about 2 or 3 lots. I'm going to do 2 lots, and I'm going to sell. Okay, now look at my margin down here. I've used $4,400 because that's what it takes to trade 2 lots, right? When in fact 2 lots worth of euro is $200,000, right? So I'm only putting up 2% of that money, and the broker's putting up the rest, and that gives me control of basically $200,000 worth of euro. Okay, So, but look at my margin now. It's way down here. So my free margin is now, see, $5,400. So I basically have about half of my account left. And so when my trade goes in profit, the free margin goes up. When the trade goes in a loss, the free margin goes down, right? And if you notice, my equity and free margin always remain the same distance apart. If I were to leave this trade open, say for 20 minutes, you would see that the free margin line looks exactly like the equity line, only it's way down here. But the difference between the 2 points is the same. Okay, another thing about free margin is if let's see, I've still got $5,400 of free margin, so I'm gonna place another 2 lots. Okay, I'm gonna place another 2 lots. Now, in real life, you would not do anything this stupid. Okay, just saying. But for the sake of discussion here, I'm gonna sell another 2 lots just to use up as much of my free margin as possible. Okay, now look, my free margin is $900. Okay, if you look how far away that is from my equity and balance now. I have less than $900 available for trading, and this trade is going against me. And look how fast. See, look at this over here. I'm down 156 bucks. Oh wait, this trade might actually turn out to go in my favor. And this is euro dollar. Oh, 1.9 pips spread. Okay, so it's not. I'm not used to looking at the 1 minute chart. That's why the spread looks like it's freaking huge, but it's only 1.9 pips. Okay, so I'm gonna sit on this one for a little bit, and let's see. We got 800. I'm gonna see if I can trade. What would it take? Let's see. So, if one lot takes $2,200, half a lot would take about 1,100. So let's try a 0.3. I'm gonna try and do a sell. Okay, 0.3. Let's see if it lets me. Oh yeah. Okay, now here, look at this. My free margin is almost gone. Once that number gets down to 0, you get an email from the broker that says you're going to get a margin call if you don't start closing up some trades. Right. And hopefully you guys have never gotten that email before, because that's a pretty terrifying thing to receive. But you'll get an email from your broker that says, hey, you've used up all your free margin. If you don't close some trades in the next 24 hours, we're going to close them for you. Right? And, usually that trade that they close is your biggest loser. Okay. We still got $100 left. Let me see if I can figure out. I might be able to do another, maybe 0.2. I'm going to try and see. Alright, hopefully these trades will continue to go against me so I can, let me see. I'm going to see if it lets me do 0.3. Some brokers actually let your margin get below 0, your free margin. Oh, nope, this one didn't. So let's just keep shrinking that number. Let's say 0.1. Oops. 0.1. Nope. Let's try. Let's try 0.08. All right, we're getting there. We're gonna get there. Watch. Let's try 0.06. And my purpose here is to get what's called a stop out. Let's see. All right. So now, okay, that trade went through. Look at this. I got $10 free margin left. Okay, I've got $9,700 tied up in trades. And I don't think I can place another trade, but I'm going to try. I'm going to keep placing trades. Here we go. Euro dollar. New order. Let's. Oh my goodness. This is This is crazy. No, I can't even place the smallest trade possible because I don't have enough free margin. Wow. But the price isn't moving. I must have picked. I guess I picked a bad time to really do this video because this works a lot better when you've got a lot of movement in the market, right? Because I kind of want to see. Look, my free margin's going up now. Anyway, I've got let's grow this a little bit because I got a number of trades open. Okay, I got 4 trades open, totaling just over 4 lots, about 4.36 lots on a $10,000 account. Yeah. Oh, look, one of these is about to go in profit. Of course, it's the smallest of the bunch. And see, as the value of your account goes up, your equity goes up, that's what it means, and your free margin also goes up. So see, my free margin now is $71. So theoretically, I can place another what, 0.1, maybe 0.02 lots. Let's try it. New order, 0.02. Ooh, I'm going to try 0.03 because, look, it's going up even more. Yes! Okay. I still got $30 free margin here. Let's see what I can do. Alright, new order. No, okay. I had to try it. Let's try 0.02. Come on, you can do this. Oh. Okay, oh. Uh-oh, one of my trades just closed. I got a stop out. Did you see what happened? My free margin went up by over $4,000. So it looks like it closed my biggest trade. Probably the first one I placed. Yeah, see, one of my 2-lot trades is gone now because I hit the stop out level. Now, stop out basically means you've lost as much as you can, and now if you lose any more money, they just close a trade to free up some margin for you, right? Well, what happens to you is you end up losing a big chunk of money, right? See, look at that. I'm down, my balance, I'm down $150 because they closed out my trade at a massive loss. But it freed up some margin so that I don't continue to make these stupid mistakes, right? And continue to lose money. So also, if you notice, my balance has dropped a little bit also. Because that trade closed, and whenever a trade closes, your balance adjusts by the amount of win or loss of that trade. Right? My equity is below my balance right now. Hey, that was kind of cool though. We got a stop out. Now, of course, if this were real money, I would never ever be doing this stuff. But this is for educational purposes. And I'm just trying to show you how the relationship between the trades you place, the size of the trade you place, and your equity, balance, and margin and free margin, etc. Even so, I mean, you got to see it. You got to see the margin change. You got to see one of my trades close. I didn't do anything to close that trade other than to just use up all of my free margin. And then once my free margin goes to 0, the broker says, "Hey, you idiot. We need some of that margin back." So they close. I guess they close the trades in the order that you open them on. In the U.S. broker, that's the way you have to do it. So that's probably what they do. They'll just keep closing trades until your free margin gets back to above 0, right? And then they stop. All right. Well, I'm gonna close all these. Just so you can see, I got to close them in the order that I open them because this is a U.S. account and you have to do it that way. Alright, you see I just closed one and watch, my free margin just went way up. My balance probably went down because that was at a loss. All of these are at a loss. I'm going to close the next one and wait a few ticks and you'll see, yep, there goes my margin again. Okay, and well, I'd have to wait about another 45 seconds or so for this thing to. So I'm just going to close all these just so you can see that the free margin, equity, and balance all line up once all the trades are closed. And if I wait another few minutes, you'll just see a line, basically a horizontal line forming as the chart shifts to the left. Right? So that's pretty much it. Like I said, equity is the value of your account at any given time. So basically, if you close all of your open trades, how much would you have left in your account? That's your equity. Your balance is basically how much your account was worth at the time that you closed the last trade, right? And your margin is how much money you've used. So there's equity, there's free margin here, but also when you place a trade, you'll see margin as well. Your margin is how much money you've used that you have tied up in trades, and your free margin is how much money you have left to open and close, to open new trades, or also, to withstand losses, right? So let's say you've got a bunch of trades open and you've got $100 of free margin. Once those positions are down by $100, you're going to get a stop out. You're going to get a margin call. So that $100 becomes your room for error, right? So you want to have as much free margin as possible to make sure that you can withstand the drawdown that your system allows for. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this one. Oh, look, if you notice, a few minutes have passed and the lines are all the same. I'm going to place another trade here. So let's say new order. I'm going to say 5 lots. See if it lets me. Oh, okay, 4.5. Nope. Looks like 4 lots is about the biggest I can do. And there we go. Okay, and then watch. See, whammo. Look how far down my free margin went. I went from 9,700 to 700. I used up $9,000 just about of margin. All right, well, enough of that for now. I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of how margin, equity, and balance and lot size all relate to one another. And I hope I didn't confuse you too much. And I hope you had a little fun too. I mean, this was kind of fun, just trashing a demo account essentially. All right, you guys. Well, I'm Tony Manso. This is Tony Manso Forex, and thanks for watching.
This concludes the information and entertainment portion of your web browsing day. We now return you to the remaining portion of your web browsing day, an indecipherable embarrassment of technological and literary incompetence, and cat videos. Lots of cat videos.